Hello, my name is Kurt, and today I will be talking about Venus and Scorpio again. Now, I like to talk about astrology from my own personal experiences because you could go on YouTube, you could go online, you could read books, and most of the stuff is just basic generic information. Like they say, Venus and Scorpio is possessive, this and that, blah blah blah. Yeah, sure. That makes sense. But what confirms the theory of astrology to me, what confirms that it actually works and that that actually is an energy and that it actually is real, is from my own personal experiences, stuff that happened in my life that is completely unexplainable to me, and astrology confirms what I went through. So this is this will be some of the experiences that I had. So, um, being a Venus and Scorpio, it was hilarious because I never understood why women were so attracted to me all the time. And yes, let's get into the stories now. In college, my friends would call me Aquaman, and this was before I even knew astrology and all that stuff. So all these experiences that I'm talking about right now happened way before I knew astrology. So I couldn't kind of fake myself to be like a Venus and Scorpio or whatever. It's something that naturally radiates, and like I said, it just functions, and I never knew why. So yeah, in college, my friends would call me Aquaman, and it was for a reason, because we would walk through the halls and they would notice that every single girl would stare at me. Like, even if they were talking to another dude, even if they were with their boyfriend, like, they would kind of shoot me a glance and follow me with their eyes. And there's even some girls that did the whole, like, girly thing, like, like, they kind of shied away or whatever when I looked at them and stuff. And there's this particular group of girls that I want to talk about, but I'm going to get into that later. So my friends saw this. They don't know anything about astrology. They're what I would classify as mundanes, and I'm going to get into that later. And we're walking, and they're like, Kurt, like, why the hell are all these girls attracted to you? Like, I'm like, I have no idea. Like, I've been asking the same question, like, pretty much my whole life. Like, obviously, I'm a long-haired man, and maybe I come off like I do have sort of a, like, nonchalant, like, like, I don't give a shit type of attitude about me, like, even the way I walk, like, I walk slow and sort of I move in such a way that shows me that, like, I'm not necessarily a bad boy or a rebel, but it's like I really don't give a shit about your opinion type of thing, like, I'm comfortable in my own skin type of thing. And I guess women find that kind of confidence attractive and stuff like that. But anyway, it has more to do with the Venus and Scorpio energy radiating, I believe. So yeah, my friends would call me Aquaman because they would be like, "Come on, Aquaman, reel those fish in," like, they're like, reel in those fish, and fish are females, right? And the thing with me is, like, because they would always ask me, like, we would walk and stuff, and they're like, dude, all these girls are smiling at you. Like, what the fuck's wrong with you? Like, why don't you go up to them and talk to them? Like, you could get laid, like, so many times. Like, this is what college is all about, man. And, um, and I was like, I'm not into that. I am, the Venus and Scorpio aspect, this is, like, sort of a blessing and a curse. Because it attracts so many females to me. But I can't connect with them on a deep emotional level. Like, most of these girls, actually all of these girls, were mundanes. Now, mundanes are people that have no understanding of the supernatural nature. They don't understand metaphysical things. They don't understand magic. They don't understand astrology. They don't understand tarot. They don't understand anything. They're living purely in the physical realm, and they're the type of girls that go shopping and like, just stereotypical kind of, like, girls, that do sort of like they don't have interest in sorcery, because they're more interested in their Gucci and Prada bags, you know what I mean? And they want to attract as many men as possible, like that type of stuff. And that type of stuff obviously does not attract me. But anyway, to get further into it, it's like I would attract all these females, and I never kind of talked to them. And like I said, this is sort of a blessing and a curse, because I do not want to hurt anybody. I do not want to falsely attract sort of females to me, You know, I don't want them to have a crush on me, and then like I don't like kind of pay them attention, and that kind of shatters their heart, and they think I'm an asshole, or like just they probably think of me for their whole life, and they're like whatever. Like I don't like that. You know, I don't like I said, it's a blessing and a curse. I attract a lot of women, but I tend to push them all away, and I don't want to. It hurts me, but like I said, I try. Like I used to be really rude about this stuff before because it used to piss me off a lot in college because, like, like I said, all right, let me try this out, right? So I would go up to a girl or whatever, and I would talk to her, and I'm like, oh, so like, what do you do? Like, what do you do for fun? Like, what are your talents? And then she's like, oh, like whatever. She would say something. I'm like, okay, so you don't paint, you don't um, do any type of art, you don't sing, you don't play guitar, you don't do pretty much anything. So like me being the Sagittarius that I am, I was quite the asshole because in college I was kind of, let's just say, just fed up with life. You know, like I was just really pissed off at everything. So um, I was like, so like other than spreading your legs, what type of talents do you have? You know? And they would get so pissed off, like the expressions on their face. It was like so hilarious. And, like I said, this is a terrible thing to do, but like I said, I kind of had fun with these females because like I said, they were like promiscuous females. They were the kind of females that banged like the whole college, and then they wanted to bang me, but they couldn't get into my pants, so they were pissed off. So so yeah, that was hilarious. I was like, you don't have any other talents except spreading your legs and stuff. Like I come up with this witty banter sometimes. Like oh my god, it gets me in so much trouble. Like so many times. But that's another video. I don't think that has anything to do with Venus and Scorpio. That's more of the Sagittarian aspects. But yeah, like, and then my friends would take advantage of this. They would be like, oh, like they knew that I attract a lot of females, so they would take advantage of. See, I would attract the females to me, and they would socialize with them. They would, you know, flirt with them, and they would get them. So that's why my friends always wanted me around, like because I would attract all these. There's this one friend in particular. I'm tempted to say his name, but I'm not going to. That always took advantage of this. Like the only reason he pretty much hung out with me because he saw I attract all these females, and I never actually made any moves on them, and he would take advantage of that. So yeah, that's just one example of like how it is. And then there was this other situation where like I was in New York City, right? And I was just sitting on this bench, just minding my own business, whatever, just listening to music. And then I noticed this girl like watching me from a distance, and like I could feel these things. Oh yeah, let me get back to the college thing first. There was this group of girls in college that would sit in like the cafeteria, and like every time like I would walk in there, like they would kind of wait for me, like every day. Like I would walk in there and they would all like giggle and laugh and like look my way, and like a few times I caught them like they were talking about me, and like they were looking like like because I could feel these things. Like I said, they were like talking behind my back pretty much, like all this stuff. And then like I would do like sort of like the sly maneuver where I would like kind of walk past them, and I would just like stare at them like while they're talking about me, and they would all like blush and get all like flustered and stuff like that, and it would just be like I would make them feel as awkward as possible because like I said, it's not that I like doing that, but like I mean, like I said, these all of these girls were promiscuous. Like how do I know this? Because I know this. Like if you're a dude in college, you know, like because your friends like pretty much banged all those chicks that were talking about me and stuff. So I'm like, oh, that's not my style, man. I like the artistic, like quiet, shy, like you're just Piscean women. That's just my thing. Like I like the quiet, artistic type of females that radiate femininity. I don't like the hoes that like wear leopard skin print and like you know spray themselves with a whole bunch of Victoria's Secret fragrances, and then like accidentally flip their boob out of their shirt every once in a while. So yeah, that would be funny. Like And then one time I like really messed with them. This is what I did. Like I wore like, cause obviously I have long hair and stuff, and they always recognize me because obviously I have this certain unique presence. I was one of the few people, one of the few men in college that had long hair. And one time I just like put my hair in a ponytail, and then I put like this hat on to conceal my long hair, and I put a hoodie on top of that too, and then like I completely changed the way I dress. And then like like I was walking, and like I told my friend to like go talk to those girls about me or something, like because they knew me as like the long haired dude, like they didn't even know my name or anything. So I'm like, dude, just talk to him and like ask him like whatever. And then they're like, oh yeah, I didn't see him today, blah blah. And then like I just walked past like in a hoodie and stuff, and like they didn't even notice me. This is how I know they're kind of mundanes, because if you're sort of knowledgeable on a metaphysical level, a metaphysical nature, you could feel people's energies. So they would know it's me, even if I was in complete disguise. You know what I mean? Because I could do that. Like, for example, if there's a girl I'm into, she could wear whatever she wants. She could disguise herself any way she wants. Like, I pierce into that unique energy of each individual, and I know, so you can't hide from me. But yeah, I just like toying around with this stuff, and this gave me more confirmation of my sort of metaphysical things. And yes, I was a complete fucking douchebag. I was a complete asshole in college to all these chicks, but like I'm a person that believes sort of in like vengeance, because like I said, these chicks were very promiscuous, very like slutty type of girls, and like to me that's just kind of filthy. Like I'm not into that stuff. And I think one of my friends, not one of my friends, just a person that I talked to that was in the same class, they're like, dude, I got an STD from that one girl. I'm like, fuck my life. Like, good thing I didn't, be a complete idiot and went for him. See, like I said, so this is the blessing and curse of a Venus and Scorpio person. You attract so many people to you, but you have this innate sense of not only filtering through all the BS, but also um, you crave a deep, deep emotional connection. Like, to me, the best relationships that I ever had was with sort of artistic girls, and I didn't have many. Like, honestly speaking, as a Venus and Scorpio, like, I haven't had that many relationships. Like, I may come off as a person who had many relationships, but the truth is I only had like 3 girlfriends in my entire life, and I'm 23 years old already. So yeah, obviously I haven't been around the block, so to speak. Like I said, I don't take advantage of all these women attracted to me, because that's not what I want. Like, the 3 relationships that I had were very deep and very emotional and were very changing. Um, but yeah, that's another story. So yeah, that's one thing. And like I said, let's get to the other story. I was in New York City, and sitting on a bench, and there was this girl like staring at me from a distance, and I noticed this. I felt it before I even looked that direction. I'm like, somebody's staring at me. It's that gut feeling, right? And then like I look, and then there's just this girl, whatever. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna ignore her. So I ignored her, whatever, just listening to my music. And then all of a sudden she comes up to me, right? I'm listening to my music, and then she like kind of like wants to talk to me, so I can't hear her. I'm like, oh, hold on, turn off my iPod, whatever. And then she starts talking to me, and I noticed that she has sort of like a French accent, and I don't know what it is, but I am highly attracted to women with exotic accents and gentle voices. I don't know, like just something about female voices, and especially in a different accent, that just like completely just drives me crazy. It's like one of my weaknesses. And I'm very into exotic women anyway. That's another thing. I think that's Sagittarius, though. It's like, I'm drawn to the exotic nature of life, like the worldly nature of things. And anyway, um, so she was talking with this French accent. I can't replicate it. I'm not even gonna bother. And she was pretty good looking. I'd say she was around 26 years old, and I was probably around, what was I, 22, 21. This was a couple years ago. 21, I would say. 21, 20, something like that. Anyway, she's like, oh, we're at Central Park in New York City. And I'm like, oh, it's over there. You just go this way, go that way. You'll see this certain like sign, whatever, or a store, and you'll know that you're near Central Park. And then she's like, oh, I'm not from here. I'm from France or something like that. And it's like, can you walk me there? And I'm like, tempting, but like I felt something iffy. I felt something fishy about this female. So I'm like, whatever, like she has a cute accent, being the chivalrous gentleman that I am, I'm like, all right, let me at least walk the girl to the damn park so she doesn't get lost and get, jumped by a bunch of, in New York City, there's a bunch of like kind of crackheads and druggies that like stand almost on every corner every time you walk past. Like, what do you want, man? What do you want? You want grass? You want this? You want that? So I didn't want her to go through that. So I said, I might as well protect her, right? So we're walking, and then we're just talking. Like I'm just asking her about France and stuff because I'm very interested in the different cultures and stuff. So she's telling me all this stuff about France, whatever. We were having a nice conversation. We get to the park, and then like when we're in the park, she's like, "Oh, you want to walk through the park with me?" And I'm like, "I'm kind of busy and all this stuff," but I really wasn't. Like I have nothing better to do with my life most of the time. I'm always thinking about stuff. Like I'm not really doing stuff most of the time. And then she's like, "You want to walk to the park with me?" And I'm like, "Yeah," like once again, I felt something fishy about this person. I'm like, "All right, whatever. Let's walk to the park, right?" We're walking, and then like she all of a sudden she starts like grabbing me, like holding my hand and stuff. I'm like, oh shit, like what's going on here? And then like she pretty much grabs my crotch, like in the middle of the park, like. But we got into this area that was kind of solitude and desolate or whatever, and she like grabs my crotch through my pants and stuff, and I'm like, oh fuck, like I'm either gonna get raped or something, whatever. And then and I'm like, oh, whoa, 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 hold on, like kind of pushed her away, and I'm like, whoa, what is up with this? Like, I thought you just wanted directions to the park, walk in the park, whatever. Like, what is up with this stuff? Like, she's like, oh, like you're really attractive. Like, do you want to go back to my place? Like, I have a hotel room here in New York City. I'm staying here only for a week. Blah blah. I would like to experience American boys. I'm like, fuck my life. Like, this is something out of a movie, right? And then and then like she's all like flirting on me, hitting on me, and then she's like, if you don't want to go to the hotel room, like we could do it right here, right now. Just pull your pants down. I'm like, oh my fucking god! Like there are nudists in New York City, by the way. Like if you go to Central Park, sometimes if you walk into certain bushes, through certain areas, there are people that are literally like ass naked, just laying on the grass or just dancing around and stuff like that. So I'm like being the Sagittarius that I am, like that kind of like I'm like, wow, outdoor sex. I never had that before. That would be a pretty interesting experience. But then, like I said, the Venus and Scorpio aspect in me is like, no, she's a hoe. Like she's already hitting on you. Like she might have STDs, this and that. Like who knows, So I'm like, it won't be a deep emotional connection with this female. Like I would want to vomit afterwards anyway. So I'm like, I'm sorry, but I can't. Whatever. And then like I start walking away, and then she starts following me like in a creepy way. So I'm like, fuck, let me try to dodge her. Like she doesn't know Central Park, so let me hit this area, that area. I could get the fuck out of here. And like for some reason, like she follows me like fucking step by step, and then I'm like, fuck it, I'm gonna start running, right? I start running out of the fucking park, and then she starts running after me. So, can you imagine this? Like a long-haired dude running from a female that's like legitimate, like running from a chance of getting laid, right? It was so fucking hilarious. And then like I just run as fast as I can. I'm like, fuck, this is crazy. And then I run up to a security guard. I'm like, dude, this fucking crazy ass chick is chasing me, whatever. And then like he goes talk to her, whatever. And then like he's like, oh, he's complaining about this. And while he was talking to her, I know cops in New York City don't do shit anyway. So he was distracting her, talking. I ran the fuck away as fast as I could, and like I went through the side streets, and I went through Hell's Kitchen and all this shit. Like I ran mad far from fucking Central Park. Like there's no way she would be able to find me. And then I took the train home and stuff, and it was just completely ridiculous. But yeah, that's just a funny experience that I had. And like I said, I'm still young. I'm still going through this, and like I said, this was before I understood the whole Venus and Scorpio aspect. Now I really do understand the Venus and Scorpio aspect, so now I know why I attract sort of these type of people, and I also know why I crave deep emotional relationships, and I do understand why I've been so hurt and so damaged in physical in relationships with females. Like all my girlfriends kind of fucked me over pretty bad. Like only one of them like kind of just didn't like screw with me mentally or anything like that, and it was an okay relationship. But I mean, like to me, it has to be a deep, deep thing. Like it can't be just like a one night stand. I like I said, I was tempted to try that out before. I'm like, fuck it, I'm just gonna bang all these chicks that are attracted to me. But it's like when I actually try it, like I start talking to them and like they start like pretty much taking their clothes off. I'm like, oh, like this is gonna be a waste of my time. Like this is filthy. Like I might fucking get some sort of STD or something. It's just not worth it because me, it's like I believe in preserving myself fully for sort of my soulmate, or like at least for a girl that's like highly emotionally connected with me. And I know that if I go sleep around with all these women, I might catch something. And like in my heart, in the deep essence of my heart, I wouldn't be um, capable of sleeping with sort of like, even if I found my true soulmate, I wouldn't be able to sleep with her because it's like I don't want to give her any like thing. I don't want to like I would feel filthy. You know what I mean? That's not the type of thing that I want. Like, and it just ain't cool. So anyway, enough sharing crazy stories with me. But if you have any crazy stories, feel free to share them in the comments. And yeah, that's how it is to be a Venus in Scorpio. This will be part 2 of my video. I might make another part explaining more stories if you guys like it. Like I said, I believe in approaching astrology from a personal experience sort of thing, because then you could see like how like you could read about in the books like how people are attracted to Venus and Scorpio, but you won't understand it unless like somebody like me who has Venus and Scorpio actually tells you how women legitimately try to like freaking like harass me in the middle of a park and stuff. So yeah, take it easy.